What we're going to do today is something that's been requested by a fan, and that's a grilled pimento cheese sandwich. But we're going to change it up a little bit into a garlic pimento cheese. The first thing you're going to want is 2 cups of sharp cheddar. Take you 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. Oh, soften it. Just leave it set out at room temperature a little bit. Let's just chop this up a little bit before we add everything else. Now you can do this with a stand mixer. However, I didn't feel like digging mine out, so I'm just going to mix it by hand. We've got the cream cheese mixed in with our sharp cheddar. What we're going to do is we're going to add 1 seeded and minced jalapeno pepper. No, we're going to add 1 4-ounce jar of drained diced pimentos. Mix all that in. Mix all this together. And we've got salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and minced garlic. Make sure we get all that. Let's kind of mix all this together real quick. We want to mix all this together. Okay. Once we got a good mix, we're going to take half a cup of mayonnaise and add that. Let's mix that in. Make sure you get it mixed really well. And doesn't that look nice? Look at all the color in there. Now that this has been mixed really well, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set it in the icebox for a little bit. 30, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever, just to let it kind of rest and set. Okay, so what we got going on, we got our pimento cheese setting and resting in the icebox. We're going to start our tomato soup. We're going to take 1 can of condensed tomato soup. Pour that in there. Make sure we get everything out. Get all that good bits out. Get everything. Okay. What we're going to do is take 1 can of heavy whipping cream. Now, we want to get this whisk mixed together really well, and then we want to let it simmer. Okay, so we've got our soup base going. Well, it's on a very low simmer. What we're going to do is we're going to add a basil, oregano, thyme, salt, and pepper. Let's add that. Let's mix that in real quick. You see we got our black iron getting hot. We also have a bay leaf in that soup. Well, let's mix that in. We melted our butter. Oh yeah, soup's looking fine. Let that there, sit there, simmer. What we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of bread. We're going to take our brush and brush butter on one side of it. Our melted butter. If you don't know how to melt butter, well, I guess I have to do another instructional on that. But let's get a good amount of butter on there. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to turn that over in our hand. And we're going to take this spoon and put this garlic pimento cheese spread on there. Okay. But we want it to where it covers every piece of the bread. Right? You want your sandwich to taste the same all throughout. So we got that on there. We're going to take another piece of bread, throw that on there, and guess what? We're going to brush butter on that piece too. Now I'm using a special black iron, a sear pan, just so I can make these Make everything look pretty. And we'll take that, let's throw that on there like that. So it's been about 30 seconds. What we're going to do is pick this piece of bread up and turn it a little bit. Maybe we'll get those good grill marks. Now we want to turn this sandwich over. You see this soup simmering, mixing it in. We just might want to make sure those flavors infuse in that soup. All we want to do is turn the grilled cheese one more time, just like that. Let's give this soup a stir. Plate this. Let's start with the soup. Let's grab the soup off the burner. What we're going to do is we're going to take a ladle full of soup right here, and into the bowl through a fine mesh strainer, because ain't nobody wants to eat all this junk. Strain it through. Rub your ladle through it. Get your liquid. Perfect. Set this up out of the way. Grab your grilled cheese. Okay. The perfect hash marks. Square your sandwich up and look. Diagonal. Right through it. If you want, you can garnish with a bit of paisley. If I can do this on my front porch, what can y'all do in your kitchen? Remember, like, share, and follow on YouTube.